So this is gonna be a short one to my community. Things are paying off. We haven't seen anything yet. We needed these pullbacks, but the CPI data, could have been better, but it was still good. It was as expected. Some things a little hotter, but that's okay. People talking about many analysts saying Powell may not lower rates next month. The majority say he will. Maybe take a break next year. Nobody knows. It's all reliant on the data we receive, especially CPI and unemployment data. Jobless claims is a huge thing. They outweigh each other. It's like a balance beam. Bitcoin pushing 93,000, trying to get up there. It will. Maybe we'll have rejection there. I don't know. What I wanted to bring up real quick in regards to crypto is negativity and optimism. Okay, why I bring this up? For a couple reasons. I grew up in an interesting home. I'm 52, have both my parents, they're 80. My dad, who I talk to 2-3 times a day, most positive guy in the world. My mom, not, very negative. Good person, but a little nuts. She's Irish, a little crazy. Great mom, but her temper is ungodly, even at 80. So, needless to say, I'm much closer with my father. Many sons are. She drives me crazy, and I won't go into all that, but I have a sister who's older than me, 55, not married, and she had a hysterectomy due to thyroids in July, and they discovered a rare cancer, so she's going through chemo. It's not a good one. They're living in denial, but she's going through chemo. Last chemo sessions after November, after Thanksgiving Day, and they don't understand how bad it is because eventually it'll come back, and the lungs or something like that. But my mom's negativity on that. I'm a very positive guy, can bring you down. She sent me a text this morning about, my in-laws, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law's passed, getting them gifts. They always exchange gifts every year. She's like, oh, let's not do it this year. Things are crazy and blah, blah, blah. It's not like her, but she's not like herself. I mean, they even got a dog at 80 just because they need to, they've been alone in their house since I was 25. I'm 52. So I didn't want it, but I called her and I said, and she started coming down on me, how hard it is on my sister and all that. Went down a negative road. It soured me, so I got off the phone with her. She's the type of person, and I know many of you listening to this may be this way. It's not about what someone does for you. It's about what they didn't do. And I've been dealing with that with her my whole life. And even as positive and the meditation, all the shit I have done in my life, she still gets on me, on my nerves. Still frustrates me. When shit like that happens to you, you just gotta, so I got off the phone with her and went for a serious run. I'm 52, and you can feel like, you're 10 again. Then my father, on the other hand, is the most optimistic. I don't know how he ended up with a fucking dingbat like her, but he did. I love her. She's my mom, but not a fan. My dad, on the other hand, is a legend. The greatest guy in the fucking world. Look at this horse shit. Saw these two people riding horses, and I looked at them like, you think those horses want to be rid by your fat asses? So anyways, you hear the negativity coming out there? Fight it. You have to look at the good things. When Bitcoin's down, when all your crypto's down, if you're in the right things and you're patient, you have to look at the good things. Will it come back? When someone's an asshole to you on the street, when you say hi to someone and they basically are telling you to fuck off, when your boss is an asshole to you, it's not easy, but you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what they've been through. Maybe they talked to their mom like I did and soured them, but I let it go. I need to vent a little. I need to run, get it out of my system, and then move on. Look at the good things. Look at her good qualities, which there are many. But she's stressed. Her best friend, her daughter, there's only two of us, is fighting for her life. Use these people as teachers of patience. There's no reason to let them get you down. Negativity will eat you alive. It will eat you. It will kill you. My mom's mom died when she was like 14. Mom's dad died at 64, something like that. I was 4 years old. He smoked cigarettes like crazy. He was thin and tall, but smoked cigarettes, had a ton of stress, killed him. She's 80, going strong because of her diet, but her negativity gets the best of her. Onto the market. So my moral of the story there is just try to think of the good things. It's much easier to think positively than negativity. Much easier. Not always practice what not easy to practice what I preach, but I try. I'm human. So, one of the early videos, sorry about the wind, I made this morning. We were struggling to get to, 89, 90, and boom, right through it. 92,750. And as I talked about proppy, how, I would not be buying here to see it settle up. Then it pops up to like 140, 164, right back down to 129. People are playing proppy right now. People are scalping it. Hey, Half-Blood. Welcome. People are playing proppy. I don't know how well it's going to do now. I see it in a zone of manipulation right now with people trading it. So we'll have to see how that goes. Yes, a lot of your alts are not moving like you want them to. AIOZ, there we go, 81 cents, like that. But then you got, many of your things not moving. Right now, memes are moving. Pepe up 48%. Bonk up 30%. That's not up 30% from yesterday. Whiff up 30. Floki. All these ones I don't own except for Bonk. I care about AIOZ. Look at Doge. That was a good buy it in the bear market, wasn't it? H-bar crap up. Sui. Holding strong. Me, I'm American. Born and raised in Illinois. Chicago. I live outside of Chicago. Do I sound British? I do have some British blood in me, and Irish blood, and German blood. Other things too. So I think things are going to dump into our good old Bitcoin. And from there, I'm hoping, because interest is coming now with retail. It is coming, or it is here. Not full on, because I've only gotten a couple calls now. But it's coming. The Coinbase app is moving up in ranks. Last I saw, it went from 400 to 24. Google searches are up. It is, it was on the nightly news last night, the local news, actually, I should say, here in Chicago, in Illinois. That's, it's beginning. Volume is unbelievable. Let's look at my portfolio, see how we're looking. Right? What is in the green? Everything in the green except Benki, which I bought more of. Velodrome, Quant, SpareX, SPA, Goldfinch, but that hasn't moved. It's down 2%. Cosmos, don't buy Cosmos. The4 chain. Shadow, of course, just my biggest loser of the run of the last year. Degen's in the red, but it's still above where I bought it. So that's not bad. Nothing killing it too much except for your memes and some other plays, but nothing. Did XRP get the steam taken out of it? It's back at 71 cents. That's a good thing. Hey, Cap. Good day. C90, good morning. Has retail arrived? Retail's heavily interested. The downloads are getting crazy in regards to Coinbase. It's moving up the ranks. Yeah, retail's not near fully, and not even you'll know, because if you've been talking about Bitcoin for the last, I don't know how long you've been in it. I've been in it forever. People laugh, I think I'm crazy, but then they always call me when things go up. I got calls when we hit all-time highs, months and months, 6-7 months ago. and then they drop off. They still didn't buy. Some of them, own a half a Bitcoin from, 7, 8, 9 years ago, or in some Ethereum, at $30, that type of thing. And they haven't looked at their Coinbase wallet. They look every 4 years when they call me. That's okay if they want to do that, but retail's definitely not here. They're inkling in. They're getting interested. They're seeing it. They're seeing it on the news, not just Squawk Box and cable bullshit news. The other bullshit news. Your 2, 5, 7, 9, 32 stations. You're seeing it, and that is. It starts there, because you're not having people listening to Vegan Crypto or BitBoy, the normal people outside of this, or Discover Crypto, Altcoin Daily. They're not on YouTube like us crazy people. Thank God for us. They're watching Lester Holt. They're watching their local news, and when they see something about Bitcoin at $90,000, holy shit! God, I should have listened to C90. I better text him. I better call him. Yeah, I haven't talked to him for 3 years, but he'll help me. I'm greedy. I want to make money. Yeah, I stole money from C90 and Skull, but they'll help me. They'll forget about that. But you'll know when retail is here, and I'll keep you attuned to that. But you'll know it. Shadow is so low, I might have to buy another 100% bag. Oh, dude, you're in Shadow too? Don't tell me you bought that because I talked about it. Did you really buy it? Top of the morning, cop. Exactly. Go buy Matic. Here's the funny thing is, we can't say don't buy Cardano or XRP anymore. I don't think XRP will do amazing, but I don't know. I hope it does. Shit, I know most of you don't have XRP, and I never recommend buying it, but right now, I have 100,000 at 17 cents, so it's pretty good. It's, not life-changing, but it'll be short-term capital gains taxes when long-term, because I've had it forever. But I'm not recommending it. I have exactly 10 XRP, shit. Just to swim with the whales. Yeah, you keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Yeah, but you're noticing, your big boys, all that stuff is not moving too hard. That's not the concentration right now. It'll come to that. We got lucky with the CPI data today. Not lucky. It is what it is. It's, they let us see what we want to see. And here's the thing as well. You don't know if you want some soft labor numbers or what, because the market, before we would want unemployment numbers to go up a little because of Powell's decision. But that also has been wrecking the market now because Powell has flipped. He just, pivoted. Have a few ADA somewhere. Well, you're going to be up at some point on it, depending where you bought it. I'm still down. It's at 60 cents. Let's get that to 71 cents. I want to see, and I think it'll be a tough hole and a tough road, XRP to get to $1. Let's get that and Cardano to $1. Then we'll know stuff is good. Can it hold $1? I don't know. What up, Skull? What up? So kind of a rough morning for me, but you caught the earlier part of my video, but I just got to be positive and move forward. Always look at the good stuff. It's a much easier way to go. Always look at the good stuff. It's easy for me to write someone off, even family members, but you got to try to drown out the noise. Because there's a lot of noise, lot of noise. Well, I was saying this earlier. My mom, who's 80, my dad, who's 80. My dad's a wonderful guy, very optimistic, more like me. Mom's fairly not. She's more of a pessimistic person. Well, she had a rough childhood. Mom died when she was 14. She's 80, like I said. And Dad died when he was 64 from smoking and stress. And she's always had a bad temper, always kind of a negative person in the round. Great mother for the most part, but she's the type of person which is complete opposite of my dad. I don't know how he's put up with it, but he loves her. Where it's not what have you done, it's what you didn't do. And that's been my whole life. Yeah, I'm 52 and she can make me feel like a 5-year-old. I just don't put up with it anymore. I'm 52. When I got out of the house, I didn't put up with it too much then either. I was a pretty wild young person. Very wild. Very extremely wild and crazy. I did more in 18 years of my life than most people do in a lifetime, and I'm not joking. So my sister has a very rare cancer, so she's going through chemo and all that. And my mom brought up some things today, and I don't talk to her on the phone that much. I talk to my dad a couple times a day, and they're both very energetic for 80. But she kind of was bringing me down with her negativity, and I just had to dismiss myself off the phone. It kind of ruined my morning. I don't like confrontation with my family. I don't like that type of stuff, and so I had to think positive. I had to look at the good things. And you got to understand, I've had to do this my whole life. When I lived under her roof, her temper was ungodly, and that led me to a lot of things when I was young. I used to get into fights minimum once a week, and I'm a little guy. But I started martial arts when I was very young, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, all that stuff, when that came to America with the Gracies. And so I was the first one to throw a punch, and it didn't matter if they were, I'm 5'6". If they were 6'3", didn't matter. I got into a fight in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. My parents there, had a couple friends with a pro football player. He kicked the hell out of me, but not without me almost biting off his ear. That's a long time ago. So I had to work out those anger issues. So it's one of those things that stirs me up. No one can stir me up like my mom. Many boys, many sons feel that way, even at freaking 52. So that's that. But I'll be all right. Though I am Sonny, just changed my username. Okay, change your username. Cool. You can change it to Sonny too. Yeah, sometimes it happens like with older adults. They are like bad temper, but sometimes they still love. Yeah, she does, and she's going through a lot of stress. It's it's been a couple years of craziness. Some stuff with me that I fixed. Stuff with my dad, bad medication. They put him on just for high blood pressure that he didn't need. He almost died in my arms. But he's fine. It's just the bad medication, which would have killed him. These doctors don't know what the hell they're doing with medication. They just think you can give them this, give them that, and they don't think of, what their lifestyle is or anything. But enough of that. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Come a long way from ear eating. Well, I learned that from Mike Tyson, watching Mike Tyson against Holyfield. I relate so much of what you just said, vegan. Well, great crap. Yeah, I was crazy. I had a fake ID at 18 years old. It was a guy from California, a buddy of mine, who was 21. He came back here. I bought the ID from him for $20. Got my wife when she was 17, a fake ID. Listen to this story. It's how much of an asshole I was. Went into this bar down the street from where I lived when I lived with my parents. And people came in. Grateful Dead cover band called Uncle John's Band was playing. This is a long time ago. This is 90, I don't know, let's just say 92, 3, 4. And this party came in. This girl looked exactly, she just turned 21. It was her birthday. Looked exactly like my girlfriend at the time, not my wife. And I said, "Oh, can I borrow your ID? My girlfriend's outside. I'm just going to use it." And she goes, "Yeah, but don't, please." She was already drunk. Don't take it. Don't take it. Come back. I go, "Of course I'll come back." She let me borrow the ID. I left, went straight home. Gave the ID to my wife the next day. She didn't know what I did. That's how much of an asshole I was. But then my wife could get into bars with me because it looked exactly like her. So, I was a dick. Hail, did it up. But anyways, we can all grow. When people say you can't change, it's a lie. even this year I changed. I was going down a road the last couple years down the road not so good since COVID and everything in regards to what's going on in the world. I just changed my attitude. I just changed my outlook. Some things are out of my control. When I saw all the suffering of innocent humans, and more to me, what gets me, the suffering of animals and animal agriculture and just everywhere. If you look at the videos, go on my site, it was overwhelming to me. Even though I've known it forever, I just got deep into it, especially during COVID, working from home all the time. But I'm back. So if any of you need help with that, if you're struggling in life mentally, or you're dealing with issues with someone, family, I'm an ear. I will listen. Honestly, I will, because I've been there. And there's always tomorrow. As dark as it may seem and get, there's always tomorrow. Always. And I've had many friends over my life who didn't know that, or didn't think that would happen. And they did the ultimate thing. So, thank you, Drew. If you guys are new, anyone new here, subscribe if you would. That'd be great. I already on X, Twitter, already got like a tag on it saying like I'm up to like bad activity, which I'm not, which is crazy. You would think Elon Musk is a guy of freedom of speech, but I already had the account open for 2 days, and I got a flag that I'm not able to do this or that, or I might not get a big enough algorithm to what I'm posting to get more people, followers. That's okay. I didn't do anything. All I've done is comment bullshit stuff. Already, one day I've had it. Pretty funny. I don't know what I'm doing on it. Yes, we're always changing. When did I become vegan? 10 years ago. But I've been an animal rights activist my whole life, but a hypocrite, just not knowing it. I started when I saw something. I was on and off not knowing what vegan was, but I saw chickens getting slaughtered. I saw them in trucks. I saw everything horrible, but it was called cognitive dissonance or schizophrenic, a little schizophrenic, where I, would see something and then I wouldn't eat chicken for 6 months, and then, I would argue with hunters, always get in fights with them while I was eating a steak or a steak burrito or something. I just didn't know for the majority of my life. And I was in an animal rights group called SHARC, Chicago Animal Rights Coalition, when I was like 20, because of the stuff I saw. And that was more domestic and bullfighting and, rodeo, stuff like that. Pigeon shoots, like in Minnesota and in the South, they tie pigeons to tires and they shoot them. They have target practice with them. Dog abuse, all that stuff. But there's, I didn't think of the farm animals. I never knew that. I didn't think of the leather and that I was wearing. Even though I was against my mother-in-law, I used to bitch at her because she would wear fur. But I was wearing leather shoes or leather jacket. It's the same thing. It's the skin of an animal. Just fur has the fur on it. And you want to see something crazy, look at that. Look at how they, the leather industry is the beef and dairy industry. And the dairy industry is the veal industry. The fur industry with dogs, actually, and foxes. They gut them alive. All right, that's enough. Sorry. I don't want to go down that road. But I haven't been vegan long enough, but I'm here to spread the word if anyone needs it, but that's enough of that, unless people want to know. I think it's just the age of your account then. Maybe keep engaging with your account, maybe since I'm verified. Oh, thank you, brother. Yeah, I'm just doing it just because a few people have asked me for, since I started this channel, and I'm not good. I don't even understand how to use the app that much. Because I'm not really on it. What I do like about it is seeing early things by, news from certain people. I actually like Joshua Jake's stuff when it's informative. He was just so, crude and divisive with the whole election thing, which is unnecessary. But thank you for that. We'll see what happens. I used to work with leather at the Wisconsin plant making leather motorcycles. There you go, bags. We would get those skins in from South America and then sell it to Harley. Yes. Yeah, it's crazy how that, it's just, they slaughter these animals, the cows and everything, and they just, use the skin. And the bones and all that go into gelatin, and the blood goes into, serums and sidewalks, believe it or not. There's just a better way. You can't be 100% vegan, right? Because I'm walking, like I always say, I could be stepping on ants or whatever. You just do the best you can. You do the best you can. I'm in a hard decision right now, Skull. What is that? And how are we looking here? 92, 8. Oh, God. We're tipping 93. We didn't hit 93, did we? Holy shit. 92, 958 right now. 876. I'm about to quit my job to focus on my business. The question is this, which I think is wonderful. Will your business support you? Second question. You're young. You have to think of insurance. You have to have insurance. Will you be able to provide yourself with health insurance? You have to have it. 2 questions right there. Hey, 5 people on here, 5 likes. Thank you. Appreciate it. So those are my questions. Can your business support you? Have you looked into health insurance? I know you're young. You have to have it. You just have to. Something goes wrong, God forbid, it'll bankrupt you. AIOZ, 80 cents. Come on, let's push that bad boy to $1 again. Hasn't been $1 since my dad was in the hospital. It was $1.09. And I was tempted to sell it. I was $1.08. It was the year high. No reason it should not be back up there. XRP, 71 cents. Haven't looked into health insurance. I have because they paid for my braces. Okay. I think I have. Yeah. Well, you need to look into health insurance. You have to have it. Okay. Look into that before you quit your job. My personal thought, if you really want to concentrate on your business, it's growing, but you need to do more time for it. You know the right answer. You're young. You could take the risk. I don't know how much you're making or where you work at for your job. But if it's just a job and not a career, dude, you're young. Now's the time to do it. Now's the time to do it. Ondo moving? Where's Ondo at? Let's take a look. I mean, Ondo was 90 cents the last I saw, I believe. Got back up. I moved all the shit around on my portfolio. Ondo, 93 cents. Heck yeah. All right. I like it. How's the volume on that? Is the volume up? I'm sure it is. No. Volume down 38% to 312 million. So, got a little jump there. In the last hour, 89 to 95, back to 92. Even with volume down 30-some%, it's jumping up. I love it. Thanks, Cap. Health insurance, I have it. But when I become more adult, I think I will have to pay more myself. Yeah, I mean, I pay and I get insurance through my company and everything, but I still pay premium-wise, $6,000-7,000 a year. That doesn't cover the visits, all the visits, right? Health insurance is a scam, but you have to have it. It's like $7K, $6K in profit for all the businesses. I am making more than $10K in sales per month. So you got $7K, let's say $6K coming to you profit, and you want to put back money into the business. I assume if not, and you do the health insurance thing, you got to go for it, because what will that 10K contribute? What would that go up to? Will it go up another 30% if you can dedicate more time to it, Skull? If the answer is yes, you know the answer. You know the answer what to do. Because I used to have work 3 days per week. Now they want me to work all week. Okay, well, so 3 days a week. Will you dedicating 100% of your time increase your business by 30%? Look at this. truck on the road. If you believe it will, then that's an easy answer. Nothing like having a work truck on the road. So, 93,000. 93. Are you guys deploying any capital to this? I bought more this morning, more XLR, which I don't believe is moving. Oh, move! Look at that shit. I bought it like 60. What did I buy today? Oh, 70 cents. It's up a few pennies. I'm hoping XLR gets some wind beneath its wings. Their volume is down 26%. So, you know, as I always say, so many of your projects, if you're diversified, are still not where they were March, April. You know, they're still not there before the downtrend. So think of your portfolio of how it's going to look once it gets there, right? Once Injective gets back to $53 like it was in March. Once XLR gets back to $2.72 like it was in March. Lacondo was at $1.48 back in June and March. Like XRP was back to here in March. It was actually at 69 cents. That was a little humor. And the boss is now laying me on time. He always gives excuses. I haven't been paid in 2.5 weeks. Oh, that's bullshit. Get your paycheck and get the hell out of there. But hold on. Oh, let's see. Can I do drop shipping? Hold on. Let's see. I gotta look at your things. Thing is, I used to have work days. Yeah, look. The thing is, I had a goal of 30 products per day on my main business because I do drop shipping, right? And I haven't. Also, September, the mini brand did 900, then October 7,000, and now in November is almost 10K a month. Oh, geez, and the boss is now laying on me. He always gives excuses. I haven't been paid in 2.5 weeks. All right, get your money and get out. But you got to look at the insurance first. Look into health insurance. But you still answer my question. By you quitting and doing this full time, your business, which I assume you're going to do, or are you getting another job? If that's not it, you're going to go into doing your business full time. Will it increase obviously it's going to increase some. Do you believe it'll increase by 30% or more? Dropshipping can be in cycles too. Yes, Q4, usually 70% of most company sales. Maybe get through the year to see. Yeah, I agree. Then make the jump. If you can get through, because I think next year is going to be hot. I think we're going to do very well. My business is so slow. Scary slow. I'm busy, but the overall unit, we have to double our business in another 1.5 years. Not going to happen. I just want to do full time. I have 6 stores. Right, but you think you don't think you'll increase your revenue by doing this? By jumping in full time? One mentioning it was just the first store. Gotcha. I think you could probably be more successful by doing what you need to do. But C90 brings up a good point in regards to getting through this year. But you do what you got to do. I support you. But you just really got to, step up to the plate. And if you're going to do that, you got to work twice as hard as you're doing now. And I'm sure you're working hard. I know you are. Got to get the right people. Don't hire assholes. And you'll be successful. You already are. But, if you can improve your business by 30% minimum, the answer is good. Look at that, Benke moving 1/1,000,000th of a penny. Little rejection at 93,000. That's to be expected. I'm glad we don't just blow through it. Yes, you think it could be increased, but still scares you. It should. No, you know what? I'm 52. I've taken so much risk in my life with job. You know, I left a extremely good position to come into the one I'm at. This company was after me for 8 months. I left it. They said, we can't pay you what you're making. Well, I make more now because I've succeeded. I've increased the business like by $10 million. And I just turned down a role of VP of sales for a company and president of this one company out of Denmark. Just because I'm not going to take a job just to take a job. I'm pretty, I don't really have to work that hard. I'm fairly financially set, but there is insurance. I do still have 3 kids. They're adults for the most part, but I want to be able to take care of my parents a little better, my mother-in-law, and do the things I need to do. And that's going to take, another 10 million. But I've taken a lot of risks in my life that haven't all worked out, but some have. You're young enough where you can do it. So don't be afraid. If in your gut, if you think it's the right call, only you can decide that. Then you may have to do it. You got to be all in, which it sounds like you already are. And you're going to have some hiccups and some failures, but just move ahead. Move ahead. All right. Are we going to get Proppy back up to $2? I just don't know. So, haven't fully been engaged in the market today. Just looking at CPI, I'm happy with what I saw. Most things were as expected. And we're just going to have to wait and see what other numbers come out this month. And what we need to have is more noise from Trump in the subject of crypto. That would be very good for us. If he can put together or talk about a board administration in regards to crypto assets, that'll take us to the next level. Then you'll start seeing Trumpers who are not in crypto get interested. Excuse the wind. And that will be good. And I got to tell you this. I do have to say this. I was wrong in regards to how quickly Bitcoin is moving. I always know it moves fast, but we are at 93. We're at 92 right now, but 93,000 faster than I thought. And I have always been saying we're going to have hard resistance at 100. We'll get through it, in my view, but it's going to be very difficult. I don't know if I feel that way anymore. You have to have modesty to know when you don't know. I hope we don't have too much resistance through there. But I will tell you, it's moving quicker than I thought Bitcoin is. It always moves fast when it jumps and always goes down fast. But I will tell you this, if we get through 100,000 and we stay above 100,000, oh shit, you'll see. Pardon me. That'll be a different story in regards to people coming in. That will be everywhere. Think about it. Bitcoin, 100,000. That'll be everywhere. And then you got to be a little scared of where we go from there in regards to top heavy. But we'll see what happens. But I'm just saying I was wrong in regards to how we're not going to have maybe as much resistance as I thought. Why? ETFs, but more importantly, Trump. I didn't vote for him. I didn't vote for Kamala. I always say that. I'm an independent. But him winning and talking about it is the game changer. So, hey, 777. Look out, Diddy is in the overgrow. Nah, I saw him there. You don't think I saw him? Come on. He's holding the loop for me. He's got my loop. He's meeting me at the car and hooking me up. I got like, 50 gallons. I rented a flatbed. So we'll see here. 92.8. I got nothing else. I got a lot of energy in me right now. I need to hit some weights. I have a lot of energy to get out. But for y'all who come in later, subscribe if you will. I am on X under something, vegan crypto or something like that. Just starting that. Been around only a year. I'm here to answer any questions, comments. We have a good community here. I love my community. You guys are great. Even the trolls that come in to me on vegan stuff, you're all good brothers. All good sisters. I welcome you all and thank you for everything. Thank you. I'll see you later. C90, you have a great day, brother. Hit the road, Jack. Company car. It's the one good thing about my company. I pay for nothing. No overhead. So Skull, real quick, Skull. You know what to do. Look into insurance first, okay? I don't want you leaving anything without that. And, be careful. Don't, if you need you in for full time or something like that right now, and you think that you could save up some money and put that towards the business or just living in case there's some hiccups, do that too, right? You know what to do. We can discuss it later. Love you guys. Be good. Subscribe if you will.